So let's start off today in child's posture. So we'll have our hips low as they'll go. We'll release the head, release the neck. And let's put a little bit more effort in relaxing the neck. For another moment, simply watch the breath. Witness this miracle of the breath. Let's realize the importance of this breath. Just consider, what is this breath? What does it do? How do I use it? Where does it come from? And let's continue to focus on the breath through our practice today. So let's get deeper in the breath by breathing in through the nose and then fogging out through the mouth. Fogging in through the mouth. Closing the mouth, exhaling through the nostrils. Make sure that you connect the breath to the belly so that the belly also contracts and expands with the breath. So that way we know we're using the diaphragm and breathing that breath that life gifted us and not taking half breaths today. So when you're ready, start to rise up to table onto hands and knees. You'll have the wrists under the shoulders, the knees under the hips. And starting to move through a few cat-cows, inhaling, belly sinking, the head, the tailbone lifting. Exhale, belly engaging, and the head and the tailbone shifting down. Take a few more of these, inhaling and exhaling. The head moving just as the tailbone is. Now let's come into our cow posture with the belly sunken, and then take the hands forward. Keep the hips over the knees, palms forward. Forehead comes closer to the mat. It might come all the way down to the mat, but keep the forearms lifted. So if the forearms have a hard time lifting, then lift the head a little higher. And then see if you can find a little bit more extension along the arms, through the back. Pull the belly in. You'll lengthen the waist. And then we'll start to rise up here, coming into table. Find a cat, pulling the belly up. Come back into cow, and then from here we'll come into downward facing dog. So we'll roll over the toes, lift the knees, send the hips back, and then we'll need to step the hands forward a step or the feet back a step. Give a little bit of motion, exploration here. And then we'll look forward, float the feet forward to the top of the mat. Bring the big toes together. Heels can be apart for comfort for the ankles if needed. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen the spine, lift the head. Exhale, lower down. Now let's just be here for a moment. Let the back of the legs open up. And we'll need to move them a little bit more so we can do that. So let's rise all the way up to standing. You can come up halfway first and then lift. Take the arms all the way up. Next exhalation, palms together, thumbs in towards the heart center. So let's move through sun salutation. Let's go through letter B. So let's bring the big toes together, make sure they're together. And then exhale, bend the knees and let the knees press into one another. And then on the inhale, reach the arms upwards. Pull the pelvis in, sink the hips back. See if you can hide the upper arms from your vision, even if that means you have to take them out wider. Next exhalation, fold forward, straighten the legs, release the head. Inhale, halfway lengthen, lift the head. Exhale, the hands down, step or jump the feet back. And then we're going to hold our plank posture for a couple deep breaths. So making sure that the heart is forward, almost like in line with the thumbs. And then on the next exhalation, bend the elbows. If you need support, bring the knees down. But we're going to bend the elbows and keep them over the wrist. Hover here for a moment. And then come into your back bend. Tops of the feet to the mat. Hips up for cobra. Hips down for, hips up for your upward facing dog. Hips down for cobra. And then we'll come back into downward facing dog. Let's step the right foot forward. Bring the left heel down. Left toes face slightly to the left. Come all the way up into warrior A. Arms reach up. And I think we're going to add something to this. We're going to add a little bit of a kick, and it's a little bit of balancing. So we're going to stand on the right leg and take the left leg, kick it forward, and then send it back. So it's just one kick, as controlled as you can. Exhale, the hands down. Lift the right foot, step it back, lower down. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the left foot forward, right heel down. And then we'll rise. Reach the arms up. Okay, so again, we're going to stand on the left leg and kick the right leg forward, extending it, send it back. Exhale, hands down, lift the left foot, step it back and lower. Coming into the back bend, downward facing dog. About 3 breaths. To get more weight towards the feet and less weight on the hands, we need to potentially bend the knees or separate the feet. So check in with that. And then we'll be here again in a moment. So let's first step forward to the top of the mat, big toes touching. Come up halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, release, bend the knees. Reach the arms up, Utkatasana. Exhale, standing straight and tall, Samastitihi. Let's go again a little quicker this time. Next exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, palms down, feet back, lower. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the right foot forward, left heel down. Inhale, reach the arms up. On the exhale, kick the left leg forward. Just take it back. Hands down, step back. Got to take a deep breath in and then out as you lower. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot forward, right heel down. Reach the arms up. Exhale, kick the right foot forward. Inhale, arms or foot back. Exhale, hands down. Foot back, lower. Inhale, back bend. Exhaling, downward facing dog. About 3 breaths, and then we'll go through that again. Step the feet forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, lower. Bend the knees, reach the arms up. Exhale, standing tall. Okay, one more time. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, vinyasa here. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog, right foot forward, left heel down. Rise up. Take the left leg forward. Step it back. Could take a deep breath in here. And then exhale, hands down, step back, lower. Rise. Downward facing dog, left foot forward, right heel down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, kick the right foot forward with control. Step it back, take a deep breath in. Exhale, hands down, left foot back, lower. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to step the feet forward once again. Come up halfway. Exhale, release. Bend the knees. Rise all the way up. And then exhale, standing tall in Samastitihi. We're going to come into extended triangle posture. So let's step the left foot to the back of the mat. Or the right foot, doesn't matter. Bring the arms to a T. And then pivot the right toes to face forward. Left toes face side of the mat. Reach out with the right arm. Lower down the right leg. Inhale, lift the left arm up. So we could use blocks here if needed. The block would be to the outside of the right leg. Or we might have hand to thigh. We're looking up past the left thumb. Deeper expression, grasping big toe with peace fingers. Exhale, look down at the right foot, rise up to standing arms to a T, pivot to the left, left foot facing short side of the mat. Reach out with the left arm, and then lower the left hand down, lift the right arm up. This opens the hips and it opens the chest. We're always allowing for better and better circulation through our practice. So the circulation of prana, of life force, vital force, that energy is required to animate the body and the mind. It's required to exist in this manifestation. So let's look down at the left foot. Inhale, rise up to standing, arms to a T. And then we'll go ahead and face the toes towards the side of the mat. Let's take the hands behind and interlace the fingers. Squeeze the shoulders back, look upwards. Really open the chest. Next exhalation, fold forward. Take the arms up overhead, keeping them interlaced. And we're going to stay here, but we're going to sway a little bit side to side. So just taking the trunk closer to one leg and then closer to the other. And then just release the arms down. Clasp opposite elbows with the hands and continue to sway side to side. And releasing in the center, taking a couple deep breaths. And from here, we'll come up halfway, and then we're going to find our seat. So we can come down to the knees, or however we get there, one leg at a time. We'll find a seat and let's see, let's come into a nice twist. So we're going to plant the right foot down, and we can take this left foot and draw it a little closer underneath the right thigh. Let's go ahead and give this leg a hug first. So bring the foot in nice and close. You can hold it stable with the right hand, and then draw the left elbow forward in front of the leg, or maybe the hand, whatever works. But just see if you can wrap around some way. Take that right arm behind, fingers face back, and straighten the arm up. Get nice and tall, and then turn to the right. So in this movement, hopefully you feel some sensation in the left, around the left shoulder blade. Really activating this left arm as you're holding that right leg stable. You can twist the spine. And then we'll inhale, come to center. We'll switch legs, right foot to underneath the left thigh, close to the sitting bone. Pull the left foot in. Get really tall here, and then wrap this right arm around as best as we can, even if it's just a hand. Then we'll take that left hand behind, fingers face back, straighten the arm. It'll give the spine to lift up nice and tall. And then hold on, nice grip to this left leg, and turn to the left. And so again, we're activating the right arm. Should be feeling sensation around the right shoulder blade. And inhale, come to center. All right, bring the soles of the feet together. If it's hard to keep the knees down, then sitting on a surface is going to be helpful, a blanket or blocks. Soles of the feet together. We're going to hold the feet with the hands, sit up really tall here. And then on the next exhale, draw the trunk forward by pulling with the arms. Take the hands to the inner legs, I'm sorry, not the hands, the elbows. And we're going to push the legs and the hands, I'm sorry, the legs and the arms into each other, pushing elbows down and knees up. And then on the exhale, relax the legs. Again, inhaling, pushing limbs into each other. Exhaling, relaxing. Inhaling, pushing in. And exhaling, relaxing. Okay, from here, let's start to fold in a little bit more deeply. You might continue to push the legs down with the arms, or you might let the hands go. About 3 more breaths. And inhale, start to rise. Let's extend the left leg. Actually, let's not. I was going to say let's extend the leg forward, but we're going to stretch our legs on the back. So instead, let's cross the ankles. Let's work with the neck before we come down to the back. So sitting up nice and tall. Move the shoulders in circles. We'll rotate the other way. And then take the shoulders up, back, down. Turn the head side to side, left and right. Bring the head to center. Shift the head down and up. And then let's go ahead and bring the chin in a little bit, keeping the head centered. Take the right ear up towards the sky. Drop the right shoulder. Lower the chin just a little. Take a deep breath here. Take the chin up. A deep breath here. You want to take the chin far enough so you feel the front of the neck is stretching. Then bring the chin back to center, bring the whole head back to center, and let's go to the other side. So lifting the left ear, dropping the left shoulder. Lower the chin. Deep breath. And we'll pick up the chin. Keep the head tilted to the front of the neck, just the left side. And bring the chin back to center, and then bring the whole head back to center, where we'll take some circles. Go one way, go the other way. That kind of work on the neck really helps prevent problems that easily build up with our lack of mobility in the neck. So let's come to a table, hands and knees for a moment. I want to go into thread the needle. So we're going to separate the knees a little bit, and then inhale, lift the right arm up. Exhale, thread the right arm through, come all the way down to the right shoulder, right side of the face. Straighten the right arm and pull the right arm back, or the right shoulder, the whole arm back. So you should feel more sensation around the shoulder blade and back of the shoulder. And then we'll press into the left palm. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale the right hand down. Inhale, pick up the left arm. Exhale, thread the left arm through. Come all the way down to left side of the face. Straighten the left arm, pull the left arm back. And we'll press into the right palm to inhale, left arm up. Exhale the hand down. Now let's switch over to lying down on our back. And once you're on the back, bring the knees into the chest, wrap the arms around the knees and sway a little side to side. Let's take the feet up and hold the feet with the hands into a happy baby. The feet can be far apart or closer together, deeply bent or a little straighter, just as a baby would, feeling free to just be here, to explore, to experience. Now we're going to be pushing the feet and the hands into each other, just like we did earlier with the legs and seated. So pushing and then relaxing the legs. Pushing and then relaxing. Pushing, relaxing. So really pushing through the heels in particular. And then relaxing. And let's just be here for about 3 deep breaths. Release the left leg. Bring the right foot on top of the left thigh. Bring the left leg back in. Hold the leg. You can hold around the knee or take hands around the thigh. Hold back of the thigh, the knee, or the shin. And let's take 3 deep breaths. This is a good spot to work with the ankles a little bit, get some circulation in the ankles, especially the left ankle. Right ankle is a little tight up right now. Better to flex it. And then let's switch. So we're going to take the right leg up, release it down, left foot on top of right thigh, pull the right leg in. This might be a good time for that right ankle. And we'll release. We're going to rest at this time, so take the feet to the corners of the mat, arms alongside the body, palms flipped upwards, toes away from each other. The fingers slightly curled so that they can relax completely. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Come back into watching the breath. The breath is the vehicle for prana to circulate through this body. This body is breathing and it shares the environment with other animals and plants and humans and minerals, all of life on Earth. That understanding, simply sink into this breath as you rest completely. Now we're going to start to come back, being aware of the body, being aware of the breath. And then using the power of the mind, breathing more and more deeply as you mentally move prana through the limbs. Move prana through the legs, the arms, all through the trunk, through the vital organs, through the neck and the head. Letting that vital force move and be absorbed. Maybe you can start to feel a tingling sensation as you've really activated that prana with your mind, accepted it, and drew it in completely. This will energize us as we move forward. Let's start to move now the hands and the feet. Take the arms behind and lift the belly button. Find a gentle back bend here. And exhale, bring the knees into the chest. And we're going to rock right up to seated to seal our practice. Let's bring the palms together. And we'll seal this practice sounding Om, filling up our entire being with it. Breathing in. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I honor the light in you that is the same light in me. Namaste.